Well, Disgraced, as subscribed by many. Dilbert, creator, Scott Adams, dies of prostate cancer. And a reminder of what happened. What's the negative part of this? And then we'll get into the narrative. Judy.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist.
Put him up full man. I have a tradition in my faith tradition where we do not disparage those who have passed on to whatever their next evolution may be. And that is a tradition I will still hold while giving you the fact. The creator of Dilbert, Scott Adams, passed away of prostate cancer. We remember the footage of him talking about he would no longer help black people. And back then I said something like, it's not about you helping black people, but if bigotry will get out the way and stop hindering black people, that's all the help that's required. Scott Adams has died at the age of 68. Adams first published Dilbert, a comic strip that was satire, white collar satire, 1989. The comic strip became popularized in the 1990s. Dilbert was pulled from wide circulation, however, after Adams decided to degrade black people in 2023. It was his 2023 rant. Back in May of 2025, Adams said on a YouTube live stream that former President Joe Biden's diagnosis of an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has spread to his bones prompted him to share his own. Quote, I have the same cancer that Joe Biden has. I also have prostate cancer that has also spread to my bones, but I've had it longer than he's had it, he says, well longer than he's admitted to having it, end quote. Adams said, I expected to be checking out from this domain sometime this summer, he said, end quote. That's what Adams said. Prostate cancer is the most common cancer amongst men in the U.S. after skin cancer and the second leading cause of cancer death in American men. While it can often be treated successfully and has an overall 5-year survival rate of 97%, that number is much lower in cases where the cancer spread to other parts of the body. Adams did not go into detail about his treatments other than saying the anti-parasitic medications did not work on him. There is no evidence to support the claims that ivermectin, which was falsely touted as a treatment for COVID-19, can treat cancer. As a California resident, he referred to the state's End-of-Life Option Act as an option. Adams previously advocated for passage of the law, which allows doctors to prescribe and aid in dying drugs to certain terminally ill patients. Adams often weighed in on politics in his later years and endorsed President Trump in the 2016 election. He was also opposed to the COVID-19 vaccination and masking, per PolitiFact. NPR reported in 2023 that he once questioned the death toll of the Holocaust. During a 2023 episode of his YouTube show, Adams discussed one poll from Rasmussen, a poll that found 53% of Black Americans agreed with the statement. It's okay to be white. A further 26% agreed with it. At 21% specified they weren't sure. Adams said in part, quote, if nearly half all blacks are not okay with white people, which wasn't the gist of the poll, that's a hate group. I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give white people is to get the hell away from black people. Now, I'm sure a poll, I would just assume a poll did not create that sentiment or that ideology. One poll would not do that. That seemed to be deeply held. All right, Jamie, thoughts here?
First and foremost, this is the first time I've heard those statements, it's not from him specifically. It's not the first time I've heard the notion of helping black people. We need to stop helping black people, or I do this to help black people. Where is all this help? What help is Dilbert doing to us? He says, stop helping black people. I know he's dead now, so he definitely has stopped helping all kinds of people. But what help was he giving us, and what help does he think we require? And I'll say, as to the suggestions he made, that black or white people should just stay the hell away from black people. If you're the type of person to espouse similar things to Dilbert's creator there, Scott Adams, I would say continue to take his advice. So if you're the kind of person to think that you are being somehow beneficial to a whole race of people, stay the hell away from me.
Right.
Stay the hell away from me. Take his advice. And I'll on the other side, I'm also not one of those people who thinks racism only works in one direction. I think there are some people who take it a little too far, and I think it's counterproductive to belittle white people for the sake of them being white. I think that's too far in the opposite direction too. We need to do this as a coalition together. We need a collective humanity. And I understand why some, especially people in the older generation, they're leery about folks that don't look like them, because there's been systematic oppression for centuries in this nation and all over the planet, for sure. So I understand why that reaction is there, but we need to, this type of thinking needs to die out on both ends of it. And I think fortunately it is. I will not speak too ill of him as he is deceased, and it's an unfortunate loss of life, but I'm glad that this ideology is not propagating any further.
Well said. Well said. Thoughts and prayers with the family. What up? This is your man, Dr. Rashad Richey. Always good to be with you. Listen, there's a lot going on in this world. I mean, people are losing their damn minds, but you're not. Let's keep the momentum going. We must remain resistant to the insanity that's happening around us. How do we do that? We keep each other informed, we keep each other encouraged, and we say something when it needs to be said. I have no problem doing that because you are my boss. You are. We work in this together. Here's what you can do to make sure we continue to make the impact in your local community. Number one, I want you to consider tapping that like button and even leaving a message. Number two, subscribe to the channel. Number three, if you press that bell icon every time I go live, you are aware of it. And number four, I would love it for you to become a member. Those are the things you can do right now to make sure that this content remains constant and relevant in your local community. And listen, don't forget to tell a friend, all right? I would love it for you to be here with me. There is no me without you. Welcome to Indisputable.